This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
A warm, sunny Sunday summer evening here in Friend, Nebraska. We are at the Friend Ball Field at Burley Park for tonight's presentation of News Channel Nebraska Sports. It is the SFS Little League American League Championship between Friend and Dewitt here in the 12 and under division. Good evening. I'm Tommy Rezach. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on News Channel Nebraska. So this should be a terrific game. The top two teams from the American League standings, with Friend coming in here with a record of 14-1 and Dewitt, of course, a perfect 15-0 on the season. Let's look at how these teams got here. We'll start with Friend. They are the host site here this year with a 14-1 record. Brandon Vossler is their head coach. He is assisted by Ben Paulson. Friend's only loss of the season came in the regular season to Dewitt, a 3-2 heartbreaker. Friend was down 3-0 going into the fifth inning of that game. They scored 2 runs in the top of the fifth, but were unable to complete that comeback. But since that loss, Friend has reeled off 8 straight wins. They are technically the road team here in this game. While this is their home field, this is a seeded tournament. It is technically a neutral site, so Friend will pitch to start this game. But as I was saying, a 14-1 team. They beat Exeter Milligan in semifinals on this very field on Friday night, 7-6. And Exeter Milligan just walked off Geneva in the third place game before this, 10-9. So a good win for Friend, and they look to cap it off with a title here in the SFS Little League Championship. Looking at Dewitt, they are head coached by Mark Bales and Jared Spar, a 15-0 record. The thing about Dewitt that you got to know is they score a lot of runs. Dewitt, in 15 games played this year, they have scored 10 or more runs in 9 of those games, and they have also posted 4 shutout victories this year. Dewitt, they beat Geneva Black 8-7 on Friday evening. That was a 6 o'clock game, and then Friend and Exeter Milligan was the 8 o'clock game on Friday night. But either way, Dewitt won the semifinals 8-7. And looking at Dewitt's body of work this year, it's very impressive. In those 15 games, they have outscored their opposition 169-33, and they average 11.3 runs per contest. So for Dewitt, it's going to be offense, aggressive base running. That's what Coach Bale says has kind of been their bread and butter this year. So we'll see how that kind of plays into it. Obviously, the heat is going to be a factor, too. We are at 89 degrees under sunny skies, and we do have a south breeze at about 10 miles an hour, but that heat index still at almost 7 o'clock here in Friend, Nebraska makes it feel like 95. So that's going to limit a little bit as to what these starting pitchers can do. We'll have to see how it does affect them. Caden Bales is the starting pitcher for Dewitt, while looking at Friend, it will be Jacob Weber taking the mound for Friend. Again, this is the 12 and under division, the American League Championship in the SFS Little League title games going on here in Friend. The Americans play their title tonight, and then the 15 under division, the national division, will be played on Monday night. That will be a contest between Wilbur Claytonia White and Friend Red. So obviously a great thing for the community of Friend to see both their white and red teams make this SFS Little League championship. Obviously, this is a league that includes 10 towns in all from Saline, Fillmore, and Jefferson counties. They will have an all-star game in Plymouth in a little over a week on July 8th. But obviously, the SFS League, a lot of history with this league. It's been around for over 60 years. So it's obviously a great community tradition, not just for Friend, but for towns like Fairbury, Geneva, McCool Junction, Exeter Milligan, so on and so forth. This is always a great annual event that these SFS Little League games are, and we're happy to bring it to you on NCN. This broadcast tonight is presented by Tradewind Energy. We're going to go ahead and take our first break. We are just a few minutes away from first pitch. That third place game against Exeter Milligan in Geneva did go to an extra inning. It went to the 6th, where Exeter Milligan walked it off 10-9, so we're a little bit behind our designated start time of 7 o'clock, but first pitch isn't far away. We'll take a break, come back with starting lineups after this. You're watching the SFS Little League American League Championship on NCN.
Wind energy means opportunity. Did you know that a local wind energy project would usher in millions of new tax dollars to the county and school taxing districts, and increased funds allow schools to invest in quality education programs, technology, facility development, and even renovations? Funds can be used as needed to improve our schools and the learning environment for our children. To learn more about how wind energy is good for Northeast Nebraska schools, email haystack@tradewindenergy.com. Sponsored by Tradewind Energy.
Get your vehicle ready for summer driving with our no-cost, no-obligation courtesy inspection. We'll check your brakes, belts, hoses, fluid, suspension, tires, and more. It's absolutely free. And drive away with extra savings, too, with a $70 reward card after submission when you buy 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. You've got a lot going on this summer. Getting there should be the easy part.
Tire and Auto, a tradition of trust.
We work every day to make your lives easier. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller.
Smart home automation allows digital devices that you use every day, like TVs, audio equipment, lights, security panels, and thermostats, to work together with easy-to-use devices like a remote control, tablet, or even your smartphone. With smart home automation, your whole home becomes more comfortable, convenient, and easier to control.
To learn more about how Diode Technologies can customize your smart home for your family, give me a call today. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller, your local technology solutions company.
Welcome back to the SFS American League Championship here in Friend, Nebraska, between Friend and Dewitt, the 12 and under division. Friend 14-1, Dewitt 15-0. Should be a fantastic game here on this Sunday night. Let's get to your starting lineups. Friend will be the road team. They'll bat first. Leading off will be the third baseman, number 11, Jake Leaf. The second baseman, number 2, Mason Vossler, will be batting second. The first baseman bats third. That's number 15, Chase Paulson. Batting cleanup is the shortstop, number 12, Jordan Lover. Batting fifth, and the starting pitcher tonight for Friend, that's number 27, Jacob Weber. Batting sixth in left field, that's number 14, Zach Spahn. Batting seventh, wearing number 7, doing the catching, that's Will Vinalik. Batting eighth, playing right field, is Dayton Kramer. And in the 9-hole, playing center field, that's number 74, Tyrell Fennell. And Friend is head coached by Brandon Bossler and Ben Paulson. And now for the home team, DeWitt, with a perfect record of 15-0. They will be the home team here tonight. Leading off is the catcher, number 16, Cole Spar. After that is the pitcher, number 5, Caden Bales. Batting third, playing third base, number 15, Riley Kopp. Batting cleanup in center field is number 9, Tayden Gronemeyer. Batting fifth is number 50, the second baseman, Colton Plotchik. Batting sixth, playing first base, is number 21, Cooper Stokebrand. Batting seventh at the shortstop position is number 95, Drew Sims. Batting eighth and doing the DHing for DeWitt, that would be Caton Reck, number 42. And in the 9-hole, playing in right field, that's number 13, Evan Quackenbush. And DeWitt is head coached by Mark Bales and Jared Spar. Coaching staffs and umpires meeting at home plate on our screen. Again, getting ready to go here at about 7:30 or just after. Looks like the guys have exchanged handshakes and we're just about ready to go. This game tonight, we have many great sponsors on board. We'd like to thank 41 Auto Parts in Wilbur, also Complete Ag, Hardwood Artisan and Friend, Heath Sports Shop in downtown Crete, JL Stutzman Contracting in Friend, Segner Farms, also a Friend, and Star Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning of Fairbury. Of course, we talked about this SFS league. It is Saline, Fillmore, and Jefferson County. Used to be Seward County. That's what the SFS stands for. But the kind of the jurisdiction, if you will, of this league has kind of changed over time. So it is now Saline, Fillmore, and Jefferson County. The entire league is McCool Junction, Exeter, Milligan, Fairbury, Geneva, Dorchester, DeWitt, Meridian, Wilbur-Clatonia, Friend, and Plymouth. So 10 towns in 3 counties in all. Tournament play began last Monday, June the 24th. Most of the games were played in Friend. Some were played in Dorchester, as well as Meridian, or Dakin, Nebraska, is where that is. And that's when first round was. Again, we had semifinals on Friday night. A couple of really good games. Again, Friend eking by Exeter Milligan 7-6, 8-7. So both of these teams coming in off of one-run victories. So both of these teams obviously had a day of rest on Saturday and are riding quite a bit of momentum. Friend with 8 straight wins, but DeWitt hasn't lost a game all year. DeWitt DeWitt beat Friend in the regular season 3-2. So ask Coach Vossler, the head coach of Friend, how big of a motivation is that? The fact that Friend lost to DeWitt earlier this year by 1 run, and I think that's going to fuel this Friend team quite a bit. Obviously, that loss was a few weeks ago, but now you get to play the only team you lost to this year in the championship game, and Friend, this is their home field. It's Friend Ball Field at Burley Park, so this is a place that they're comfortable playing. They got a lot of home fans behind them, so two very motivated teams is, I guess, how I would describe this. Let's enjoy the game thanks to our sponsors at United Healthcare. Small towns matter. We're ready to go. First pitch time right at 7:30. The first pitch is fouled off, and we're underway. Jake Leaf, the first batter in. Fouls one off. Again, the starting pitcher for DeWitt, number 5, Caden Bales. Bales, a right-handed dealer, wearing number 5. DeWitt in their black jerseys with the blue numerals, white pants, white trim. Says DeWitt across the front of the jersey. Friend with their bright red uniforms with black numerals, white pants, red trim. The 0-1 pitch. Cut on and missed. Here by Jake Leaf, down in the count, 0-2. Leaf on the season, one of the best hitters for Friend to lead off with a .609 average and 22 runs scored. That's third most on the team. As Leaf fouls off an 0-2 pitch to stay alive in this count. Beautiful night in Friend, Nebraska. Really not all that bad with temperatures at 89 degrees at first pitch, considering how hot it's been here in southeast Nebraska, really across the Central Plains this weekend. This isn't bad weather, 89 and breezy, as the 0-2 is swung on and missed by Jake Leaf. He is struck out, and there is one away. So good start for DeWitt pitcher Caden Bales. Check that. Cole Spar is the catcher. Caden Bales, number 5. For DeWitt, that'll bring up number 2, Mason Vossler, the second baseman. Vossler batting .515 himself, batting left-handed. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
You got it, Mason. All right, let's go, Mason.
Nobody on, one out, just underway in Friend. The 0-1, little breaking ball just upstairs for a ball. 1-1 your count. As the 1-1 pitch is in, Bales takes the sign from Spar, and that pitch misses low, 2-1. Good eye by Vossler to stay in this thing. Mason Vossler with 23 runs scored. That's second most for the Friend 12 and under team this year. The 2-1, that's lifted into right field for a base hit. It's going to be at least one base. Rounding first, headed to second is Vossler. He will slide in safely. That ball rolled down the first base line, and Friend is in business with a one-out double. Nice piece of hitting by Mason Vossler. Grounder down the first base side. You'll see it on our Husker Rehab replay. That kind of blooped over first base and kind of just kept rolling until DeWitt could make a play on it. So Friend already with a runner in scoring position. And that'll bring up Chase Paulson, the first baseman. Number 15, a right-handed batter. As Bales keeps his eye on the runner at second. And the first pitch to Paulson, a little upstairs, ball 1. Paulson on the season batting .560 with 20 runs scored. 5 players on this Friend lineup that have scored 20 runs or more this year. The 1-0, little breaking ball, little outside, 2-0. Friend showing good patience in the batter's box right now. After Friend led off with a Jake Leaf strikeout, Friend trying to show a little more patience. The 2-0, little excuse-me swing gets past the catcher, advancing to third on the wild pitch is Vossler. And Friend has a runner 70 feet away. In this level of baseball, it is 50 feet from the pitcher's mound to home plate, 70 feet to the base paths. For the 15 and under championship tomorrow, it'll be 60 feet from the pitcher's mound, 80 feet between the bases. 2 balls and 1 strike to Paulson. And the 2-1, nice breaking ball there by Caden Bales to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third is Vossler. Friend trying to take the early lead here in the top of the first. This will be a 5-inning game tonight. At least that's what it's scheduled to be. The 2-2, just a little high, and the count runs full. Big early play here in this ball game. 3-2. Grounder to the pitcher's mound. There's a throw to first in time for out number 1. And that will hold the runner at third base. So Paulson with a ground out to the pitcher's mound. That's a big defensive play for Dewitt, and there are 2 down. Yeah, you saw there Caden Bales thought about throwing to home, but Friend elected to hold Vossler at third, and this will bring up Jordan Lawver, the shortstop. Another rule is you can't take more than a 10-foot lead off of third base. They have a line to kind of designate that. You can't take more than a 10-foot lead off third before the pitch is thrown. Here's the 1-0. That paints the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Lawver. Batting, get this, 777 on the year with a team-high 26 runs scored. Hitting in the cleanup position. He puts this one into play. That's a grounder to center field for a base hit. Vossler will score. Around to second will be Lawver. It's an RBI double, and Friend takes the early 1-0 lead. A 2-out RBI double right up the middle by Jordan Lawver. Good timely hit there for Friend to take the early lead here on their home field. Lawver will get the RBI on a 1-1 count. And here's another ball picked up by Bales. Throw to first. Jacob Weber with a first pitch swing, and that will retire the side. And so that does it in the top half of the first for Friend, but Friend does get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, 1 runner left on base. We played the top half of the first inning, and Friend off to an early 1-0 lead. Dewitt will bat for the first time. When we return, you're watching the SFS American League Championship on NCN.
Keeping your home clean is hard when dust, dirt, and allergens are looming. Help minimize these allergens with Aero Hypoallergenic Soft Flooring from Mohawk. From its surface to attached premium cushion, Aero won't absorb any moisture, helping to prevent the growth of allergens. It also releases dust, dirt, and pet dander more easily when vacuumed. Aero has no VOCs or odor and is latex-free. Experience pure peace of mind with Aero Hypoallergenic Soft Flooring.
Contact Jim's Carpet in Beatrice for more information.
Welcome back to the SFS American League Championship, brought to you by J.L. Stutzman Contracting, LLC, out of Friend, Nebraska. We welcome you back to Friend, the site of tonight's game, and the home team Friend, the number 2 team in the American League standings here in the SFS League with a 14-1 record. They have an early 1-0 lead over Dewitt. Warming up on the mound for Friend, that left-handed pitcher compared to Dewitt's Caden Bales, a right-handed dealer. Dewitt's batting order looks like this. It'll be Cole Spar to lead off. Caden Bales, the starting pitcher, second. Riley Koff, the third baseman, third. Batting cleanup will be Taden Gronemeyer, the center fielder. Batting fifth will be the second baseman, number 50, Colton Plachek. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 21, Cooper Stokebrand. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 95, Drew Sims. Batting eighth, the DH, number 42, Caton Reck. And in right field, batting ninth, Evan Quackenbush. Defensively, Friend looks like this. Chase Paulson at first, Mason Vossler at second, Jake Leaf at third. Jordan Lawver is the shortstop. Playing in left field, that's Zach Spahn. Right field is Dayton Kramer. Center fielder is Tyrell Fennell. The catcher is Will Vinalik. And the pitcher, of course, Jacob Weber. And he faces an early 1-0 count against Cole Spar. Jersey number 16, lefty on righty matchup with Weber, the left-handed dealer. He's now behind in this count, though, 2-0. Cole Spar on the season. Plays primarily catcher, bats .667, which is the highest average for this DeWitt team. So Coach Mark Bales electing to put his hardest hitter at the top of the batting order, and Cole Spar is ahead in this count 3-0. And now make it a 4-pitch walk. A base on balls, and DeWitt has their leadoff man aboard. And the starting pitcher, excuse me, Caden Bales is up next. Bales bats .545 on the year. As Weber checks the runner at first, that ball goes into foul territory, but good recovery by Friend's Chase Paulson to keep it in play. Still waiting on the first pitch to Bales. Caden Bales, of course, the son of Coach Mark Bales. His brother Kobe, also on the team. And there's the first pitch to Caden, a hack and a miss for a strike. His friend will try to defend this early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Cole Sparr's already advanced to second on a steal. The 0-1. Fastball misses up. 1 ball and 1 strike. So friend in an early jam with the tying run already in scoring position and nobody out. 1-1 pitch, runner goes. Here's the throw down to third, not in time. And another steal for Cole Sparr. He reached first on a 4-pitch walk, and now he's stolen second and third, and Dewitt has the tying run now 70 feet away. And the count, now 2 balls and a strike to Bales. So friend in danger of putting 2 on. We'll see how this goes. 2-1, paints the outside corner for a called strike. Weber, the left-handed pitcher, against right-handed swinging Caden Bales. And the 2-2 popped up on the infield. Should be a play, and that's a nice play made by second baseman Mason Vossler to hold the run as well. And there's a big out number 1. Nice play by Vossler. Not an easy ball. That's kind of looking toward the direction of the sun, and gets his glove up and makes the catch for the first out. That'll bring up Riley Koff, the third baseman, batting third in line. He will dig in. First pitch, popped up, left field. Falling under it is the left fielder, Zach Spahn. Throw home, not in time, and sliding home for the run is Cole Sparr, and DeWitt has tied the game, but Friend does get the critical out number 2. 2 flyouts in a row there. Not a bad relay throw from Friend, really. Good catch by Spahn, and did what he could to throw it into the field of play, but Sparr with some good speed from third base slides in feet first, and we're tied 1-1. Here's Taden Gronemeyer, the center fielder, and this pitch is fouled off over the backstop and over the bleachers there as well. 0-1. Everyone took off running, but they're going to have to come on back. Taden Gronemeyer, the center fielder, batting .571 this year, plays a variety of positions. He's a pitcher as well as a first baseman. In the 0-1, upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on base for DeWitt. But they have managed to tie the game here early in the bottom of the first. 1-1. Nice pitch on the outside corner by Weber. Seems to be kind of the spot he's favoring. Tries to get these batters to try and swing in something on the outside. He's finding it right now. The 1-2, there you see it again on the outside corner. Big swing and a miss by Gronemeyer, and the inning is over. First strikeout of the night for Jacob Weber. So Friend limits the damage, but Cole Sparr, the leadoff batter, got on with the walk, and he came all the way home. And we have a 1-1 tie here. We'll see a replay, I do believe. Here we go. There's the swing and the miss for the first strikeout of the night. We're tied 1-1 after 1 inning. Back with the second after this on NCN.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to ClaybaughPharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
News Channel Nebraska does news for Nebraskans. Led by Mike Flood NCN's team of reporters cover the issues that are important to Nebraskans. Agriculture, the economy, jobs, and your community. The NCN News team covers your home. It's Nebraska News for Nebraskans 24 hours a day. News Channel Nebraska.
This is home.
We're back, Friend Ball Field at Burley Park. Tommy Rezach with you on News Channel Nebraska. Tyler Bersowski, our events director, in the live truck at Master Control. And your whole NCN crew on hand tonight. Thanks for watching. Here's the 1-1. Here's the first pitch, I should say, to Zach Spahn. And he starts this inning with a bang. Puts the barrel on the ball and a grounder into center field for a leadoff hit. Zach Spahn, the left fielder. The swing of the bat, and he delivers Friend their third hit of the evening, the leadoff single. Friend had a pair of doubles back in the first. And a leadoff single here for Spahn up the middle. That'll bring up catcher Will Vinalik. And now, stealing successfully at second base is Zach Spahn. We talked about base running. That's going to be a big factor in this game. Coach Vossler said his team has a high baseball IQ, and that usually translates primarily to strong defense and then also strong base running. And I talked to Coach Bales of Dewitt, and he said offensively they're aggressive on the base paths, and apparently Friend trying to match that. So we've had one pitch here in the top of the second, and Friend already with a runner in scoring position. Here comes Will Vinalik, left-handed batter against right-handed throwing Caden Bales. 1-0 pitch, low, 2-0. Vinalik on the year, bats .523 with 20 runs scored. Ahead in the count now, 3 balls and no strikes. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Tuttle Incorporated, Vinalik Farms, Scott and Lori Vinalik, Weber Feed Yards of Dorchester, Western United Mutual Insurance, home office in Wilbur, and also Weston Package Meats, Fairbury operation as the 3-0. In there on the lower half for a called strike 3-1. Friend with a runner already at second. Nobody out in the top of the second inning. Tie ball game. That pitch gets away from catcher Cole Spar. That will allow Zach Spahn to go from second to third. So we've seen early on both of these teams doing well on the base pass. Cole Spar, the catcher, who I just talked about, he reached first in the bottom of the first inning on a walk, stole second and third, came home on a sacrifice fly. So both of these teams apparently going to be very aggressive on the base pass. And there's the 3-2 pitch to Vinalik, and it is a called strike, and Will Vinalik is called out looking for the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 2 on the night for pitcher Caden Bales. Here comes Dayton Kramer, the right fielder. First pitch to him, in there, called strike. Kramer, the right fielder, batting right-handed. Kramer with a .307 average, 8 runs scored. He's the 8th batter in line. 0-1 pitch, a little high and outside, 1-1. Runner at third is Zach Spahn. One pitch, just a little outside, 2-1. Tonight's game is sponsored by Weston Package Meats, Fairbury operation. Located in Fairbury, you can visit their website, westonpackagemeats.com. Fairbury, one of 10 teams in this SFS league. The 2-1, swing and a miss. And now it's a full count. Well, excuse me, not a full count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Almost a full count. Telling you, you're out in this heat for very long, it does things to you. The 2-2, swing and a miss. And back-to-back strikeouts here for Caden Bales. Kramer strikes out swinging. For the second out, runner stays at third, and now in the 9-hole spot, it's center fielder Tyrell Fennell, number 74. Stands in and takes the first pitch for a ball. And again, we see Catcher Cole Spar keeping a close eye on Zach Spawn over there at third base. Friend with the lead run 70 feet away. 1-0 in there, called strike, 1-2. If Caden Bales could strike out a third to retire the side here, that would be really impressive. And Bales has been pretty good. Despite giving up 3 hits, he's also struck out 3 batters, hasn't walked anyone yet. 1-1. Grounder towards second. Oh, it's going to get through for a hit. Goes between the legs of Colton Plotchik. Runner from third will come home to score. And advancing to first base on what's likely an error is Tyrell Fennell. Zach Spawn scores, and Friend takes the 2-1 lead. Tough play for Colton Plotchik, but Fennell does advance on the E4. And so Friend takes the lead back. And we're back to the top of the order with Jake Leaf. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging back in the first inning. And Fennell almost caught stealing. Bales with a quick snap throw to first. Fennell back just in time. So Leaf awaits the first pitch. That's upstairs. Here's the throw down to second. Fennell reaches in time. Near tag applied there by shortstop Drew Sims, but Fennell on with a swipe bag. That's the third stolen base this inning by Friend. Zach Spawn stole a pair of bases earlier this inning. Counts 1-0 to Jake Leaf. And again, the pitcher Bales checks on Fennell, and he's back safely in time. Here's the 1-0, swung on and missed. Fennell slides into third, safe. Outstanding base running here by Friend, and they have another runner at third. Count is a ball and a strike with 2 outs to Jake Leaf. So small ball is going to be the name of the game tonight for both of these teams, getting these free bases. 1-1, a little off speed and a big swing and a miss by Leaf. Leaf came out ahead of that one pretty early. And now Dewitt is a strike away from getting out of this inning. 1-2. 1 hop to the pitcher. Bales, throw to first. In time. Good play by the pitcher to retire the side, but Friend does get another run across. On 1 hit, there was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. We played an inning and a half here in Friend, and it is Friend leading DeWitt 2-1. We'll be back with the bottom of the second when we return. You are watching the SFS American League Championship on NCN.
Starting this fall, Southeast Community College is changing academic calendars from quarters to semesters. This transition allows students more time and flexibility. It also creates a smoother transfer of credits to a 4-year school. Also, SCC's tuition and fee rate is still one of the most affordable in Nebraska and less than half the cost of large 4-year schools in the state. For more about our quarter to semester conversion and how it will affect you, log on to our website. Registration starts April 8th. Fall semester begins August 26th.
Family. Somewhere you're always welcome. Honesty. Staying true to who you are. Integrity. Saying what you mean, doing what you say. Defining what's important. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
We're back. DeWitt trailing Friend 2-1 as we start the bottom of the second. Colton Plotchik leads off, the 5-hole hitter. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for DeWitt as they'll try to tie or take the lead here. Next pitch to Plotchik is a ball, 1-1. Jacob Weber, the pitcher on the mound for Friend. 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no hits given up yet. In 1 full inning, here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Plotchik. Colton Plotchik plays primarily left field and center field. He is the second baseman tonight. Bats .450 on the year. Faces a 2-2 count here. Leading things off for Dewitt. The 2-2 swing and a miss. And Plachek is down on strikes for out number 1. That's back-to-back strikeouts now for Jacob Weber, dating back to the first inning. 1 up, 1 down, and up comes the first baseman, Cooper Stokebrand. Props to Weber after walking his first batter faced on 4 pitches. He has really settled in and has retired the last 4 DeWitt batters in a row. And here's the first pitch to Cooper Stokebrand. Fouls it off third base side, 0-1. Stokebrand, number 21. Bats .385. Plays a variety of positions, pitcher, first, and third base. He is the first baseman tonight. Here's the 0-1. Pops it up, foul. First base side, fouls it opposite field. Quickly 0-2. Stokebrand, at the very least, getting the bat on the ball here early. DeWitt still seeking their first hit. Cole Spar reached on the walk and came around to score DeWitt's only run so far. Weber takes the sign from the stretch. The 0-2 off speed, outside and high, 1-2. I like that pitch. Tried to get him swinging on a high ball on the outside, but good eye by Stokebrand to lay off. We'll try it again. This time he goes low, and it's a called strike. Excellent changeup by Jacob Weber to record his 3rd straight strikeout, and there are now 2 away. Excellent change of pitch by Weber. Just almost swing by Stokebrand, but didn't bring the barrel around, and he's called out looking. Here comes Drew Sims, the shortstop, his first at-bat of the game. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Sims batting .333 on the year. Also plays first base, center field. Can pitch if needed as well. The 1-0. Little upstairs for ball 2. Nobody on, 2 away. Bottom of the second inning. Friend hanging on to a 2-1 lead in the SFS American League title game. The National League title game is tomorrow between Wilbur Claytonia White and Friend Red. This is technically Friend White, and then the Friend Red team, the 15 and under team, they play in the National League title tomorrow night, I believe at 7 p.m. on NCN. This counts now 3-0 to Sims. He shows bunt, pulls back for a called strike. I read the rules earlier. I don't think you're technically allowed to show bunt and pull back. I think that automatically counts as a strike. According to the SFS League rule book. But for Drew Sims, he takes the 3-1 for ball 4. And so DeWitt with 2 outs does get a runner aboard. Second walk issued by Weber. Jacob Weber, that is. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 42, Caton Reck. He takes the first pitch, called strike. There's a throw down to second, not in time. And on with the steal is Drew Sims. And the ball gets through to center field. That's going to allow Sims to reach third. That relay throw not in time, and he had to reach the bag. Had to dive and reach with his hand to make sure he wasn't out. But Sims will steal second and third after bit of a throwing error there by Friend. And so DeWitt with 2 outs has the tying run at third. Here's the 0-1 to Reck. Big called strike, 0-2. Big pitch coming up here in the early part of this ball game. We're about halfway through this 5-inning game. The 0-2, just a little low for ball 1. Jacob Weber has struck out 3 of his last 4 faced. Tonight's game is brought to you by Weber Feed Yards. The 1-2, outside and low, almost identical to the last pitch. 2-2 with the count. Runner at third is Drew Sims. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! And Weber gets Friend out of a jam. striking out his 4th batter of the night. That's 4 of the last 5, down way of the K, and Friend gets out of the 2nd inning with the 2-1 lead. On our Husker Rehab replay, big hack and a miss by Caton Reck, and an excellent job on the mound by Jacob Weber of Friend. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, 2-1, Friend on top in the SFS American League title game on NCN.
Finding the winning combination in your field and with your animals starts with a call to Steve Finale or Brant Procale with Complete Ag in Dorchester. As your local channel seedsman, you'll get the advantage of a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your field. And as your local dealer with essential feeds, you'll get maximum genetic potential out of your animals with sound nutrition, customized service, expert advice, elite products. That's Complete Ag in Dorchester.
Welcome back. News Channel Nebraska's presentation of the SFS American League Championship. A look at our NCN live truck. A lot of miles on that puppy within the last calendar year, and many more miles to come as we approach another sports season. We're live from Friend tonight, live across the state on NCN as Mason Vossler leads things off for Friend in this American League title game, the 12 and under division of the Saline, Fillmore, and Jefferson County League. Used to be Saline, Fillmore, and Seward County. That's where the acronym SFS comes from. Here's Mason Vossler with the 0-1 count. Rips one into right field for a base hit. He will reach first. Vossler with his 2nd hit. He's going to pump for 2, and he's in for a double. Vossler, number 2, is 2 for 2 tonight. Both doubles to right field. That is Friend's 3rd double of this ballgame. Tough play in right field for Evan Quackenbush. And Friend has their leadoff runner in scoring position. Here comes Chase Paulson, the first baseman. First pitch to him. Grounder towards second. Oh, that's a tough play. Plachek turns around, throw to first. Is in time. Excellent play by second baseman Colton Plachek. He had an E4 earlier in this game and a nice, didn't pick it up initially, but nice recovery and spin move to record the out at first, but that does allow Vossler to reach third base. So a 4-3 sacrifice there by Paulson. Runner at third. Here's Jordan Laver. He's 1 for 1. Had an RBI double back in the first inning. Takes the first pitch, called strike. 0-1. Friend with 4 hits tonight. Dewitt, none thus far. The 0-1. Little movement on that pitch, and it drops in the zone. Called strike, nothing in 2. 1 out, runner at third. We've now reached the top of the 3rd inning, so after this half inning, we'll officially be halfway home here in Friend. The 0-2. Breaking ball outside, gets away from the catcher. That's going to allow the run to score. And Friend takes the 3-1 lead as Vossler slides in off the wild pitch. That's Vossler's 2nd run scored of the evening. He's done it all for Friend thus far, and Friend will take the 3-1 lead. The count's now 1-2 to Laver. Some high fives exchanged in the Friend dugout down the first base side. The 1-2, swing and a miss by Laver. So Caden Bales continues to have an impressive night on the mound in terms of strikeouts. That's his 4th of the evening. 3 out swinging, 1 out looking. And that's out number 2. With nobody left on base, here's Jacob Weber. Grounds one toward third. Long throw in time. Good play on the infield by Riley Kopf. Throws it over to Cooper Stokebrand at first, and the inning is over. But Friend does get a run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and nobody left on base. Halfway home in Friend, and Friend extends their lead to 2 runs, up 3-1 on Dewitt. We'll be right back on NCN.
What does farming mean to you? For most, it's hard work, dedication, and livelihood. Unfortunately, that also comes with risk. At Nebraska Crop Insurance in Beatrice, they know the non-stop dedication involved to keep your family protected from that risk and ensure their livelihood. Not only do they know everything about the coverage you need, they're also farmers themselves. So protect what means the most to you with the agent who knows what it means to be a farmer. Nebraska Crop Insurance, 615 Dorsey Street in Beatrice.
Welcome back to the SFS American League Championship presented by Pinnacle Bank of Beatrice, member FDIC. Big thank you to all of our sponsors for making it possible to broadcast this game. Sunday night baseball on NCN. Been a good game so far. Friend off to the 3-1 lead, and for Dewitt, it will be the 9-1-2 due up. Evan Quackenbush will lead off, followed by Cole Spar and Caden Bales. Beautiful night, really, here in Friend. I was honestly a little skeptical as to how hot it would be today, but it hasn't been bad. We're currently at 87 degrees, clear skies, and a south-southeast wind at 9 miles an hour. Makes for a pretty pleasant summer evening here in Saline County. Evan Quackenbush steps to the plate for the first time tonight. Right-handed batter against the lefty Jacob Weber, and Weber's been a man on fire. He's struck out 4 of his last 5 faced. And he deals a first pitch strike here. So after this Quackenbush at bat, that'll be our first full trip through the DeWitt batting order, and we'll be back to the top with catcher Cole Spar. The 0-1. Bouncer in the dirt, 1-1. Tonight's game on NCN, also sponsored by Star Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Fairbury. Also by Jake and John's Discount Fireworks in Friend and in Milford. Hardwood Artisan of Friend, the Friend Country Club, Fortify Group, locations in Shickley and Geneva, and Drake Refrigeration, Heating, Cooling, and Appliance here in Friend. As Quackenbush faces a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. Weber working quickly. Count runs even. DeWitt still seeking their first hit of the evening. Their only base runners have come via 2 walks. The 2-2, high pitch and a high swing by Quackenbush. And he missed, and yet another strikeout for Jacob Weber. This kid's been impressive. 6th strikeout of the night, and that's 6 of his last 7. And we're back to the top of the order with Cole Spar. Reached on a walk and scored DeWitt's only run thus far in the first inning. Puts the barrel on the ball here. Grounder toward first. Weber's going to cover first. And the throw not in time. Spar will slide in, and there's your first hit of the evening. An infield single to first. Maybe I jinxed Jacob Weber's no-hitter. Here's the Husker Rehab replay. A good awareness by Weber, and the underhanded throw just a little late. Usually that's the right play to make, but a good speed on the base pass there by Cole Spar. Speaking of that, Spar steals second as I speak. As Caden Bales comes to the plate, he's 0 for 1, flew out to second his last time up, takes the 1-0 pitch, high for ball 2. Cole Spar stole second and third in the first inning, and he steals second here in the bottom of the third. That's 5 swipe bags tonight for DeWitt. So while maybe the hits haven't been coming yet, they're certainly aggressive on the base pass. Here's a grounder toward third. That's going to be another infield single. A pretty decent stop by Jordan Lawver, the shortstop, but has to basically swallow that one, and that'll put him on the corners. So back-to-back infield singles here by DeWitt. And they are in business as the tying run is now aboard at first. No one out yet. And here comes Riley Koff, the third baseman. He's 0 for 1, flew out to left his last time up. That was a fly-out RBI to score Spar in the first inning. There's one out. I said nobody out. There is one out. Evan Quackenbush led off with the strikeout. But still a little jam here for Jake Weber to work around. From the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off our direction. Fortunately, we have the chain link fence you see on your screen protecting us. One. That's a line out to the shortstop. This could be 2 outs. It is. Unbelievable play. Jordan Lauber with the catch. He dishes to Mason Vossler at second. The 6-3 double play to retire the side. And Friend holds the 3-1 lead on the Husker Rehab replay. Excellent play by Lauber. The dive by Caden Bales not in time, and Friend with a spectacular 6-3 force-out double play. And they hold the 3-1 lead after 3 innings in the SFS American League title on NCN.
The number one mission of News Channel Nebraska is to connect everyone in the state of Nebraska with a common purpose, and that is to celebrate the good life no matter where you live or where you're at.
We find value in covering every single community.
All of Nebraska, from border to border.
And when people in Chadron understand what happens in York and people in Scotts Bluff get to tell their story to people in South Sioux City, we become one Nebraska.
Welcome back. Tonight's game in Friend is brought to you by J.L. Stutzman Contracting here in Friend, Nebraska. J.L. Stutzman Contracting, LLC. Good crowd on hand tonight in Friend, as Friend is the home site of this year's SFS American League bracket. This championship bracket ends the regular season for these teams involved. 10 teams total in the SFS League. This tournament began 6 days ago on June the 24th. Wraps up today with the championship, the National League title between Wilber Claytonia White and Friend Red tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on NCN. That will be the 15 and under division. This is the 12 and under that you see here. Getting ready to start the top of the 4th inning. Friend holding on to a 3-1 lead. Friend has scored a run in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd innings. They've spread it out well. They've racked up 4 hits so far. It will be Zach Spahn, Will Vinalik, and Dayton Kramer to lead things off. Caden Bales reclimbs the hill for Dewitt. And he's been steady with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, but obviously the 4 hits and 3 runs as well. So he's done what he can. As Dewitt gets some warm-up in here and will be just about ready to go. Got underway tonight at 7:30 on the dot, and we have been moving right along. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Beautiful night for baseball. Beautiful last night of June. It'll be July 1st tomorrow, the 4th of July holiday, of course, coming up this Thursday. Is that right? Yeah. As this first pitch is popped sky high into foul territory toward the parking lot on the third base side. Quickly 0-1. Zach Spahn leading off. He's 1 for 1. Singled and scored back in that 2nd inning. Takes the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Bales takes the sign. 1-1 in the dirt. Bounced up and off the vest of catcher Cole Spar. 2-1 our count. Overall, Caden Bales' control on the mound has been pretty good. I mean, walking only 1 batter through 3 full innings, that's pretty darn good. 2-1 pitch, a little outside. 3-1. Friend will try to get some insurance runs here as we're down to the last 2 innings. 3-1, popped up, out of play. First base side and into the cornfield. See, now at a lot of ballparks across the state, if you take a baseball, if you get a foul ball, you return it to the concession stand, get 50 cents. I would say if a kid scaled the chain link fence, found it in the cornfield, and took it back, I'd give him $5. Hell yeah, they're going to the corn. the payoff pitch upstairs for a ball. Yeah, I'd buy that kid a slice of pizza if he finds that foul ball. And they found it. I'll be darned. Props to him. That's a Geneva Panther digging that out. As Zach Spahn walks, and Will Vanalik, the catcher's due up. He's 0 for 1. Struck out looking his last time up. Fouls one off. The game that preceded this one, Geneva and Exeter Milligan played an excellent game, with Exeter Milligan walking off in the 6th inning of the third place game, 10-9. Seen a pretty close game here tonight as well. Always high-quality baseball in the SFS Little League tournaments. These have been a staple in southeast Nebraska for over 60 years. Here's the 0-2, a little high, 1-2. Tonight's game is brought to you by Weston Package Meats Fairbury operation. You think about it, this league covers a lot of ground, 10 towns in all, including Fairbury, as far north as McCool and Exeter Milligan and Geneva. Dorchester included in this as well. The 1-2, swing and a miss by Vanalik, and he strikes out for the second time. Zach Spahn trying to steal first and gets tagged out, so that's going to be a double play for Dewitt. Wow. So Friend, they were in business with 1 on and nobody out, but now there's nobody on and 2 out, so a strikeout and then a 2-3 tag out. For outs 1 and 2. Here's Dayton Kramer, 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. Good defensive play by Dewitt to erase the Friend threat. Here's the 0-1 coming up to Dayton Kramer, the right fielder. Big hack and a miss there. And it's 0-2, and Caden Bales still looking comfortable out on the mound. Here's that replay, what we just saw. So you see it dropped third strike, throw down to first, and that definitely caught Zach Spahn off guard, and good tag applied to end it, and a good strikeout here by Caden Bales to end it, as Dayton Kramer swings on and misses the 0-2 offering. And just like that, the inning is over, and Caden Bales now has 6 strikeouts through 4 full innings pitched, and we have reached the end of the top of the 4th inning. So we're in the middle of the 4th, Friend leading it 3-1. Beautiful view of the cornfield here just behind our field in Friend. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th after this on NCN.
Nebraska is prime country for farming corn, beans, and now wind energy. For landowners interested in hosting a wind turbine, this doesn't mean giving up a lot of land. A wind turbine and its access drive will only occupy about 1/2 of an acre, leaving the rest of the land usable for world-class northeast Nebraska farming. That half-acre used to harvest the wind will also help educate school children and improve area roads with additional tax revenue. To learn more, email haystack@tradewindenergy.com. Sponsored by Tradewind Energy.
Taking control of your grain marketing means having enough storage on your farm to maximize profits. Have you considered adding storage to your operation? Talk to the pros at D&K Agri-Sales, your Sukup dealer in Plymouth, about the options you have to make your grain handling more effective and more profitable. If grain storage or grain handling is a problem, D&K Agri-Sales is the solution. Bins, legs, towers, conveyors, elevators, dryers, augers, parts, and maintenance. Call D&K Agri-Sales, your Sukup dealer, for your grain marketing solutions today. Online at dnkagrisales.com.
Well, DeWitt's down 2 runs, but they're down to their final 6 outs here. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning in this SFS American League title on NCN. Tommy Rezach with you. It'll be Taden Gronemeyer to lead off, followed by Colton Plotchik and Cooper Stokebrand, 4, 5, 6 in the batting order. As Gronemeyer, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout in the first inning, fouls one off. It's 0-1. I tell you who's been impressive is Jacob Meyer. Through 3 full innings pitched, has struck out 6, has allowed only 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks. But overall, pretty stellar. See if he can complete this start with a complete game. Both of these pitchers have held up pretty good, despite the elements. There's the 1-1. Grounder toward first. Easy play for Friend as Chase Paulson gets the glove on the ball and quickly 1 away. Nice play there for the Friend defense to start off, and be down to Colton Plotchik, the second baseman. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the second inning. There was a time in this game where Meyer struck out 6 out of 7 batters faced. But then in the third, Dewitt broke that up as Cole Spar and Caden Bales each singled in the third, but then a 6-3 double play ended that threat. As Plotchik pops one foul third base side. Friend giving chase, but no play made. Will Vinalik had a chance at it. 0-1. Yeah, that was a huge 6-3 double play to end that bottom of the third because Dewitt had the tying run in scoring position and ended up getting nothing across. Here's the 0-1. This is popped high, foul ball. First base side, giving chase that time for Friend was right fielder Dayton Kramer. Counts 0-2, 1 out, nobody on for Dewitt. Friend nursing a 3-1 lead. Dewitt trying to cut into that lead. Been a pretty defensive game so far. Not a lot of huge hits in this one, but some nice pitching and some good defense. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses low for ball 1. Really strong crowd on hand on this Sunday night. These guys lucked out. It was pretty hot this afternoon for the prior games. They had 2 games before this one. 1-2, grounder toward first. Covering is Chase Paulson. That is 2 unassisted groundouts in a row to first base, and they're now 2 away. 2 excellent plays by Paulson. 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Cooper Stokebrand. Tonight's game is brought to you by Weber Feed Yards. Big thanks to all of our sponsors as this one is launched into shallow center, and that's going to be a base hit. Tyrell Fennell grabs it just on the edge of the grass out in center field. But a 2-out blooper to center by Cooper Stokebrand keeps this inning alive for DeWitt. Just their 3rd hit of the evening. And now the tying runs at the plate in the form of shortstop Drew Sims. Here's a snap throw to first. Ooh, that was close, but Stokebrand is back in time. Drew Sims at the plate. He reached on a walk in the second inning and made it all the way to third base, but was left stranded there. So 2 innings in this game. DeWitt has had a runner at third and was unable to bring it across. Here's another check down to first. That one not quite as close. As Stokebrand is still, or excuse me, Drew Sims is still awaiting his first pitch. Meyer continues to eye the runner at first and now turns his attention to home plate. Nope. One more throw. Here's the pitch from Weber, grounder towards second. Are they going to cover? And no, Weber dropped the ball. A good attempt. Paulson dished it to Weber, and it dropped out at the last second, and that'll put runners at first and third. I think you score that as an infield single. Another grounder toward first, and again, oh man, Weber was there in time. The throw just a little off balance. Kind of just bounced off the side of his glove, and a wild pitch is going to allow a run to score, and it's 3-2. And Sims advances to second. Scoring is Stokebrand. And we got a one-run game. Oh my, how things can change so quickly in the game of baseball. It's Caton Reck, the DH, stands in. And now Friend is going to talk things over. Coach Brandon Vossler in the red t-shirt comes out to have a word with his pitcher. Brandon Vossler and Ben Paulson coach this Friend team. Critical moment in this game as Dewitt now has the tying run in scoring position and the lead run at the plate. This DH Caton Reck will stand in. Cooper Stokebrand had the 2-out single that kind of started this thing. And then Drew Sims scores him on the RBI single, the RBI infield single. And Sims able to reach second. Now he's into third. And it looks like there may be a pinch hitter in Drake Reck. Comes in place of Caton Reck. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Reck. With a runner at third. Friend still trying to hold the lead. The 1-2 popped up shallow center, and it'll drop behind second base for the base hit. Sims comes home to score, and we are tied at 3-3 in the 4th inning. It was high drama when these teams met in the regular season. It was a 3-2 final there, and things are going very similar here. Drake Reck with the RBI blooper to second base. Fennell playing fairly far back in center field. He was on his horse but couldn't quite get there in time. That's 3 straight hits for Dewitt to tie this ball game with 2 outs. And successfully stealing second is Drake Reck. Evan Quackenbush stands in, the 9-hole hitter. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the 3rd inning. So now Friend has to hope that Dewitt can't take the lead before this inning's out. Quackenbush is down in the count 0-2. Yeah, there were 2 outs and nobody on, and then singles by Stokebrand, Sims, and Reck. Reck stands at second base now. And just like that, Dewitt has tied the game. The 0-2 misses low. Snap throw to third. Almost in time. But again, solid base running by both of these teams tonight. As Reck slides into third. And now the lead run is 70 feet away for Dewitt. They were trailing 3-1 entering this bottom of the 4th. And the count's 1-2 to Quackenbush. Here's the pitch. Grounder, first base side. Weber comes off to cover. That time he keeps his foot on the bag. He gets the ball successfully from Chase Paulson, and the inning is over. But the damage done by Dewitt, they get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. We are tied after 4 innings of play. We head to the 5th after this. You're watching NCN.
With you from the word go, that's Precision Seed and Chemicals, your Pioneer sales professional and friend. They understand farming today is a tough business. That's why they offer a variety of ways to help you get the most out of every acre. With Pioneer Seed and Precision Planting, they'll help you get the most accurate data from your fields. In addition, aerial spraying has shown excellent returns over the years. It just might be worth the improved yield to give them a call. Call Brandon or Dave today. Precision Seed and Chemicals in Friend.
Finding the winning combination in your field and with your animals starts with a call to Steve Finale or Brant Procale with Complete Ag in Dorchester. As your local channel seedsman, you'll get the advantage of a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your field. And as your local dealer with essential feeds, you'll get maximum genetic potential out of your animals with sound nutrition, customized service, expert advice, elite products. That's Complete Ag in Dorchester.
We're back on a beautiful Sunday night here in Friend, the site of the SFS American League title game on NCN. Tommy Rezach back with you here. It's been a good one. We're tied 3-3, and Friend will try to take the lead. This is the final designation. But the game that preceded this one went to extras, so you just never really know, as Tyrell Fennell leads things off. The grounder towards second. He runs through the throw. That goes into foul territory. He's going to stay put. Excellent decision by Fennell, and he'll lead things off here in the top of the fifth with a single. Fennell reached on an error back in the second, and here in the fifth he leads off with, I guess you'd call that an infield single to start things off. And Friend has had a hit in every inning but the fourth. That's their fifth hit of the night. Held hitless in the fourth. They had a leadoff walk by Zach Spahn, but a drop third strike and a 2-3 tag out erased that. But now Friend has the lead runner aboard. And Fennell has already stolen second base. He stole second and third his last time. Back to the top of the order with Jake Leaf, who's 0 for 2. Here's a snap throw to third. It gets through to left field. Fennell's going to try and run home. Going to the 4-3 lead. A snap throw from the catcher Cole Spar, trying for Riley Koff at third base, and it goes through to left field. It goes through deep enough for Fennell to come all the way from third base and run in, and Friend has retaken the lead. On our Husker Rehab replay, Tyrell Fennell gets plenty of high fives after that one. Jake Leaf still in this at-bat, facing a 2-0 count, and now Dewitt has a pitcher's conference. Coach Mark Bales out of the third base dugout. Bales said that he has a lot of pitchers available. Friend, I think, only has like 2 or 3, but I asked Coach Bales, he said if they need to make a change, they got plenty available, but it looks like they're going to leave Bales in for the time being. Caden Bales, number 5 on your screen. So nobody on base, but Friend with a 4-3 lead and no one out. Tonight's game is brought to you by Pinnacle Bank of Beatrice, member FDIC. Banking the way it should be. Or the way banking should be. You get the picture. 2-1 count to Leaf. Swing and a miss by Jake Leaf, the third baseman. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leaf struck out in the first, grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning. There's the off speed and a cut and a miss. 3 straight strikes there by Caden Bales after getting behind in the count 2-0. Able to strike out Jake Leaf for the second time and a big out number 1. That's 7 strikeouts tonight for Bales. Here comes Mason Vossler, who has been phenomenal. 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored tonight. Scored on a wild pitch back in the third. Foul, he's ahead in this count, 1-0. Takes the 1-0 and swings on it. But check that, it's nothing in 2. Had that wrong. So 1 out, nobody on. 4-3, Friend with the lead. You know Friend would like another insurance run or 2 before Dewitt gets their shot in the bottom half. The 0-2, a little off speed. I like that pitch by Bales, but left just a little low. And it's 1-2. Vossler, a left-handed batter against the Right-handed dealing, Caden Bales. 1-2. Popped up towards second. That's down for a base hit. And Mason Vossler is now 3 for 3. 2 doubles and now a single to center field. And Friend keeps this inning going. As their 6th hit of the evening, their 2nd of the inning. I'll bring up Chase Paulson, the first baseman. Paulson's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to the pitcher in the first, grounded out to second in the third. Bales eyes the runner at first. Now comes set. That pitch, slow roller towards short. Throw to second for 1. Throw to first not in time for the double play, but the lead run is cut down. Vossler's out at second. So a 6-4 fielder's choice for Paulson, and there's out number 2. Good play by Dewitt shortstop, Drew Sims. Still a runner at first, and here's Jordan Lawver. He's 1 for 2 today, doubled in the second, struck out in the third. Fouls one off here. So Friend able to get the lead back. Gonna need maybe another hit or 2 to add to it. Chase Paulson takes the lead off first. There's the snap throw to first, and Paulson's back just in time. Here's the 0-1. Big hack and a miss by Lawver. And DeWitt's a strike away from getting out of this inning with minimal, what I would call minimal damage. Bales takes the sign. Quickly the 0-2. Chopper to third. Here's the throw. Not in time. And that will be an infield single. An excellent effort by Riley Koff, but a long throw to make. And Lawver is safe at first. There are now runners at first and second after the infield single. Third base hit this inning by Friend. And so they will try for a little 2-out rally here. The pitcher, Jacob Weber, comes to the plate. Weber is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher's mound in the first. Grounded out to third base in the third inning. Friend could get some insurance yet. Weber bats and throws left-handed. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1. Could be a pivotal moment in this game. 0-1. Good eye by Weber to lay off. Count runs even. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors tonight. Vinalic Farms, Scott and Lori Vinalic. Weber Feed Yards of Dorchester. Western United Mutual Insurance, home office in Wilbur. The Friend Country Club, Complete Ag, and 41 Auto Parts of Wilbur. As the 1-1 is fouled off. Be sure to stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll have a interview with the winning coach, also our Dream It, Do It player of the game, so you won't want to miss that. The 1-2 pitch. Grounder, foul ball. And we'll try it again. Weber staying alive, making some contact. Runner at first is Jordan Lawver. Runner at second is Chase Paulson. Friend led this thing 3-1. DeWitt tied it in the bottom of the fourth, and Friend able to get the lead back. This one's popped to left field. It drops for a base hit. Coming around third and scoring is Paulson. Safe at third base is Jordan Lawver, and Friend has expanded the lead. It's 5-3. And the home fans love it. An RBI double by Jacob Weber and a near throwout. Well, they called him out initially, but Lawver is called safe after the tag by Riley Koff. That's a close call. And here's another hit up the middle for a base hit, and Friend will score another. Jordan Laver in from third. Coming in hot on his heels is Jake Weber. It's now 7-3 Friend. Can you believe it? Back-to-back RBI doubles for Friend. And they turn a tie game into a 4-run lead. With 2 outs, mind you. And it's getting loud here at the Friend ball field. First pitch now to Will Vanalik. It's a ball. So Zach Spahn is aboard at second, but everyone else has scored. It's now a 2-0 count to Vanalik. Laver, Weber, Paulson, and Vossler all scoring runs in that sequence. Friend has put 4 more runs on the board here. Actually, no, Vossler did not score. He was thrown out. So it's Paulson, Laver, Weber, and then Tyrell Fennell have all scored this inning. Excuse me. 2-1 is fouled off, and the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Friend has opened it up. A 7-3 lead, trying to hand Dewitt what would be their first and only loss of the season. Dewitt came in with a 15-0 record, Friend 14-1. Friend's lone loss of the season to Dewitt. A few weeks ago, Dewitt topped Friend 3-2 at this very ballpark. But Friend looking for some sweet revenge here in the SFS American League title. Payoff pitch. Called strike. And the inning is over. But the damage certainly done by Friend. They get 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. After the top half of the 5th, your new score, Friend 7, Dewitt 3. Dewitt will try to rally. They're down to their last 3 outs. We'll be back on NCN.
Here's what everyone wants in a reporter.
Always questioning,
persistent, accurate,
community-oriented, good listener.
Dan's a great reporter. We need more like him.
There's only one Dan Swanson.
Constantly out in the community.
I think everyone knows Dan. He cares very much about the community.
Dan works hard for Eastern Nebraska.
He's one of our most dedicated attendees to our council meetings.
He doesn't know what the time clock is.
Always running here and there, trying to follow up on news stories.
If we have a car accident or house fire or anything, Dan's generally right there, oftentimes shortly after we are.
And Dan tells it like it is.
In a small community, sometimes he can upset people.
He's very adamant about telling the truth.
He and we don't always see eye to eye on everything, but that's natural.
But no, he does a good job.
There's only one Dan Swanson, and you can see him on News Channel Nebraska.
With you from the word go, that's Precision Seed and Chemicals, your Pioneer sales professional and friend. They understand farming today is a tough business. That's why they offer a variety of ways to help you get the most out of every acre. With Pioneer Seed and Precision Planting, they'll help you get the most accurate data from your fields. In addition, aerial spraying has shown excellent returns over the years. It just might be worth the improved yield to give them a call. Call Brandon or Dave today. Precision Seed and Chemicals in Friend.
Sun going down here at Friend. The lights are on at the Friend ball field at Burley Park. A beautiful evening here in rural Saline County. It's Friend 7, Dewitt 3 on our Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A-stop today. You can also visit auroracoop.com to learn more. So it was a tied game, 3-3, heading into the 5th inning. 4 runs on 5 hits by Friend, and Dewitt, who's only managed, 5 hits all night, will try to tie or take the lead. If they were to take the lead, that'd be a walk-off, obviously. They have to score 4 runs to stay alive in this thing. It's top of the order due up. Cole Spar, followed by Caden Bales and Riley Koff. Spar has had a pretty good night. He's 1 for 1. Singled in the third, walked and scored. DeWitt's first run in the first inning. Ahead in this count, 2 balls and a strike. Jacob Weber trying to finish this thing out for Friend. Five strikeouts for Weber tonight, compared to just 2 walks. The 2-1 pitch, good block by Friend catcher Will Vanalik. 3 balls and a strike to Spar. Spar reached on a 4-pitch walk in his first at-bat of the game, all the way back in the first inning. 3-1 from Weber, popped high left field. If it falls, it's fair, and it will. Just missing that thing in left field is Zach Spawn. And I think I'd rule that an E7. First fielding error of the night for Friend. And DeWitt has their leadoff man aboard. Yeah, he almost had it just off the top of his glove. Tough play to make, especially here in crunch time. Here's Caden Bales, the starting pitcher. 1 for 2, flew out in the first, singled in the third. Spar has already stolen second. He runs on this pitch. It's a grounder toward third, but juggling with it is the third baseman, Jake Leaf, so there's going to be runners on the corners. That's an infield single. And so with no outs, they'll put him on the corners. And now here's Riley Koff. So the tying run is now on deck. So DeWitt wasting no time here in the bottom of the 5th. Koff is 0 for 2 tonight. Fly out in the first, line out in the third. Pops this one high on the infield. Should be playable. Under it is the shortstop, Jordan Lauber, but scoring from third base is Cole Spar, and it's now 7-4, but a critical out number 1. Good heads-up play in the field by Lauber. 1 out. Runner Caden Bales, he stays put at first. Here comes Taden Gronemeyer. He's 0 for 2. Strikeout in the first, ground out in the fourth. That takes a little pressure off Friend for sure. Oh no, and Bales is caught in a throwdown between first and second, but somehow he gets out of it. Oh man, I thought for sure he was in trouble. But he's able to sneak out of the throwdown between first and second. You rarely see that. You see Weber throws it down to Lauber, the shortstop. Actually, that's Paulson, number 15, throwing to Lauber, number 12. The throw was just a little high, and that allowed Bales to just kind of sneak under it. And now the umps are going to come together and see if a tag was applied or not. I thought Bales was safe. Now they come together and think they're going to leave him there. I think that's the right call. Yeah, if they could watch our Husker rehab replay, they'd know right away. Anyway, Gronemeyer stands in. Runner at second is now Caden Bales. 1 away. First pitch, just a little low. You know DeWitt is going to continue to be aggressive on the base pass. We've seen that all game, and that's what DeWitt's kind of been known for this season. The 1-0, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down to third, not quite in time. A good catch by Leaf to prevent that ball from going foul. But Bales has reached third base now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That throw just a little late. But yeah, good catch by Leaf down on one knee, the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Even a 4-run lead isn't safe in this ball game. Dewitt applying the pressure with only one out. Here's the 2-1. Popped high. That should be foul. Could be catchable, but it will drop foul first base side. That'll even our count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not a bad piece of hitting by Gronemeyer, just not quite in the field. Big pitch coming up right here. Any hit that Gronemeyer would produce would score a run, but here's a 2-2 and he fouls it off. Good way to stay alive. We'll try it again. Probably the biggest pitch of the game coming up so far, right here. Off speed, a left high. Be looking at the 7th pitch of the at-bat right here. Runner at third is Caden Bales. The 3-2 is lined. First base side, it will fall fair. Chase Paulson going after it. Scoring from third is Bales. Going all the way to third base is Taden Gronemeyer. And he'll stay put there. And now they're going to call it foul. I wondered. They're going to bring Gronemeyer back. What appeared to be a triple is a foul ball. Let's watch. Oh, boy. Oh, my. That's right on the paint. Yeah, you see there the call by the plate ump. He signaled fair ball, but then, I don't know, changed his mind. All right, this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2. Just fouled. That will roll foul third base side. That was close to being fair itself. I don't know, let's see that again. See, I thought maybe it touched his glove first, but oh man. I'll let the folks at home decide on that one. Payoff pitch. High ball. And after a lengthy at-bat, 9-pitch at-bat, Gronemeyer reaches on the base on balls. So Bales does not, in fact, score. He's still at third. Gronemeyer's now aboard at first, and Colton Plotchik, the second baseman, comes up. Plotchik 0 for 2, struck out in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Batting left-handed. Lefty-on-lefty matchup, tries to bunt. It gets away from the catcher. This will be a wild pitch. Scoring from third is Bales. Advancing to third is Gronemeyer. And it's 7-5. I thought for a second it was fouled off. But that allows Bales to sneak home from third. That's 2 runs in here in the 5th for Dewitt, and they've cut that 4-run deficit in half. Counts 0-1 to Plotchik. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Wow, he put a lot into that swing. Gronemeyer has reached third base. Friend looking for a critical out number 2 right here. Weber digs in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Colton Plotchik strikes out for the second time tonight. And it's strikeout number 6 for Weber. And he's an out away from a complete game victory. The tying run comes to the plate now in the form of Cooper Stokebrand, who's 1 for 2, struck out in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. A tense bottom of the 5th here in the SFS American League title. First pitch to Stokebrand, misses just a little high for ball 1. Stokebrand singled up the middle his last time up in the 4th inning. Entertaining game on tap on this Sunday evening. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Weber trying to bring it home for the home fans. Friend looking for what would be their 9th straight win to end this year and hand They look to hand Dewitt their first loss. The 1-1. In there on the outside corner for a called strike. And Friend is a strike away from the SFS American League title. One-two pitch. Swung on, lifted, right field. It will drop. Another run will score. So we're not done yet, everybody. Gronemeyer, that is Taden Gronemeyer, comes in to score. Bloop single, Bloop RBI single by Stokebrand to right field. And it is a one-run game. The tying run is now on base. And the lead run comes to the plate in the form of Drew Sims. What a whale of a game we've been treated to here tonight. Drew Sims is 1 for 1. Walked in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. Dewitt has turned a 4-run deficit into a 1-run deficit in this bottom of the fifth inning, but they're down to their final out with the runner at first. Weber checks on Stokebrand at first. Cooper Stokebrand is back safely in time. Stokebrand number 21 on your screen. Chase Paulson, the first baseman, number 15. Weber, the 1-0, swung on and fouled straight back. Evens our count. What a way to end the SFS season for both of these teams. Many of these guys, I'm sure, will be playing in the SFS All-Star Game July 8th in nearby Plymouth. The 1-1. Popped up. Third base side. It's caught. And Friend has won the SFS American League title in dramatic fashion. 7-6 as Jake Leaf makes the catch to end the game, and Friend hangs on. 14-1. Friend knocks off undefeated Dewitt. A backpedaling over-the-shoulder catch to end the game. Fireworks are going off. It's a party here in Friend as the SFS American League title ends in spectacular fashion. Dewitt gave it all they had in the bottom of the fifth. Nearly completed a comeback, but Friend holds on to win it 7-6 here on their home field in this SFS American League bracket. A 6-day-long tournament ends in dramatic fashion. Friend, after advancing Friday with a 7-6 win over Exeter Milligan, beat DeWitt by the same score. So another win of 7-6. Medal presentations will be coming up for these guys, and we'll talk with Coach Brandon Vossler and our Dream It Do It player of the game. That's all coming up next. Stay tuned. You're watching NCN.
I think local news is part of the backbone of a strong community. We report on the things that affect our viewers on a day-to-day basis. News, local, national, sports, but we're covering them from the standpoint of how does this affect you? The things that are happening in your backyard are probably the things most important to you. To know that we're a part of something that people trust in their day-to-day lives is something that I'm really, really proud of.
Are you struggling with pain or mobility issues? Do you need physical or occupational therapy? Husker Rehab can help. With 6 locations, help is in your hometown or just a short drive away. Our goal is to keep you moving with the most modern and up-to-date rehabilitative techniques. If your life is being ruined by physical pain, come and see us. Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms, in Fairbury, Beatrice, Lincoln, and Nebraska City. Visit us at huskerrehab.com.
Finding the winning combination in your field and with your animals starts with a call to Steve Finale or Brant Procale with Complete Ag in Dorchester. As your local channel seedsman, you'll get the advantage of a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your field. And as your local dealer with essential feeds, you'll get maximum genetic potential out of your animals with sound nutrition, customized service, expert advice, elite products. That's Complete Ag in Dorchester.
If you're looking for excellent physical therapy or a great place to work out, Husker Rehab in Beatrice is the place to start. At Husker Rehab, they enjoy a friendly, relaxed atmosphere, and they'll help you reach your goals.
At Husker Rehab, we take pain personally, and we're always looking for the best solutions to help you out and have proven results. Hi, this is Ryan Wade, a physical therapist at Husker Rehab in Beatrice. If you have a referral for physical therapy or are looking to get into better shape, we'd love to help you out.
That's Husker Rehab with 2 locations in Lincoln, 1 in Beatrice, and 1 in Fairbury. Call today for more information or learn more at huskerrehab.com.
News Channel Nebraska is your 24-hour network dedicated to all things Nebraska. Now it's easier than ever to watch. Just download our app on Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV to stay up to date on the top Nebraska news, weather, and sports. Anytime, anywhere. If you're looking for news about your life, trust News Channel Nebraska.
This is home.
With you from the word go, that's Precision Seed and Chemicals, your Pioneer sales professional and friend. They understand farming today is a tough business. That's why they offer a variety of ways to help you get the most out of every acre. With Pioneer Seed and Precision Planting, they'll help you get the most accurate data from your fields. In addition, aerial spraying has shown excellent returns over the years. It just might be worth the improved yield to give them a call. Call Brandon or Dave today. Precision Seed and Chemicals in Friend.
Finding the winning combination in your field and with your animals starts with a call to Steve Vinolic or Brant Procale with Complete Ag in Dorchester. As your local channel seedsman, you'll get the advantage of a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your field. And as your local dealer with essential feeds, you'll get maximum genetic potential out of your animals with sound nutrition, customized service, expert advice, elite products. That's Complete Ag in Dorchester.
Wind energy means opportunity. Did you know that a local wind energy project would usher in millions of new tax dollars to the county and school taxing districts, and increased funds allow schools to invest in quality education programs, technology, facility development, and even renovations? Funds can be used as needed to improve our schools and the learning environment for our children. To learn more about how wind energy is good for Northeast Nebraska schools, email haystack@tradewindenergy.com. Sponsored by Tradewind Energy.
Get your vehicle ready for summer driving with our no-cost, no-obligation courtesy inspection. We'll check your brakes, belts, hoses, fluid, suspension, tires, and more. It's absolutely free. And drive away with extra savings, too, with a $70 reward card after submission when you buy 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. You've got a lot going on this summer. Getting there should be the easy part.
Tire and Auto, a tradition of trust.
We work every day to make your lives easier. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller.
Smart home automation allows digital devices that you use every day, like TVs, audio equipment, lights, security panels, and thermostats, to work together with easy-to-use devices like a remote control, tablet, or even your smartphone. With smart home automation, your whole home becomes more comfortable, convenient, and easier to control.
To learn more about how Diode Technologies can customize your smart home for your family, give me a call today. I'm Jeremiah with Diode Technologies of Diller, your local technology solutions company.
Keeping your home clean is hard when dust, dirt, and allergens are looming. Help minimize these allergens with Aero Hypoallergenic Soft Flooring from Mohawk. From its surface to attached premium cushion, Aero won't absorb any moisture, helping to prevent the growth of allergens. It also releases dust, dirt, and pet dander more easily when vacuumed. Aero has no VOCs or odor and is latex-free. Experience pure peace of mind with Aero Hypoallergenic Soft Flooring.
Contact Jim's Carpet in Beatrice for more information.
Claybaugh Pharmacy provides you with all the pharmacy options a person would need. As a full-service pharmacy, we give you all the traditional options, but also have the modern technology to maintain your profiles. Maybe you're busy. Head to claybaughpharmacy.com. Click on Online Refills to get your prescriptions filled from the convenience of your home. Claybaugh Pharmacy and Gift Shop, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
News Channel Nebraska does news for Nebraskans. Led by Mike Flood, NCN's team of reporters cover the issues that are important to Nebraskans. Agriculture, the economy, jobs, and your community. The NCN News team covers your home. It's Nebraska news for Nebraskans 24 hours a day. News Channel Nebraska.
This is home.
A celebratory atmosphere here at the Friend Ball Field at Burley Park as Friend knocks off Dewitt in dramatic fashion 7-6 as Dewitt tried to erase that 4-run deficit. It was very close, and Friend able to win the American League title, the SFS American League title tonight. We start with Coach Brandon Vossler, and Coach, you were telling me Friend's been close to this a few times in recent history, and you guys get it done. You hand Dewitt their first loss of the season in the title. What are your thoughts after this one?
I'm just super proud of the boys. They battled all season long. We had a few close games, and they battled again, right to the end. DeWitt's a really good team, and they showed it out there, but I'm glad we came out on top tonight.
Your player of the game here, pitcher Jacob Weber, 6 strikeouts totally, went the complete game. DeWitt obviously, rattled him a couple of times, but he was able to hang in there for the full game. I guess, what'd you tell him after?
I kept telling him to relax, just throw it, don't think about it so much. He's a good enough pitcher. He can get them out. And we got the defense behind us, and that's what made the difference.
Yeah. And we talked before the game, DeWitt was your only loss of the season. They beat you by a run, and you deliver the same thing here tonight. I mean, did that feel good on top of winning the championship to kind of give it back to the only team that beat you?
Well, it's always good, get back to that only loss of the season. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Brandon Vossler, head coach of the Friend SFS American League title champions here tonight. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
We now welcome on our Dream It, Do It player of the game. It is Jacob Weber going the full game. I counted unofficially 90 pitches, 6 strikeouts to 3 walks. And Jacob, you walked that first batter in the game that came around and scored. After that, you really settled in. I guess, what did Coach and your teammates tell you that kind of helped you settle in?
Settled down, and along with that, I kept my faith in God and kept thinking about Him, praying, and it went a long ways and gave me those strikeouts to win the game.
Now, earlier this season, you guys played DeWitt. We're down 3-0. You scored 2 runs in the 5th. The comeback fell just short and kind of rolls. It was flipped this time around. DeWitt made the comeback, and you guys held them off. I mean, what's it feel to not only win this championship, but to do it against a team that had gotten you guys earlier this year?
It feels good because before it was some coach errors cost us that game. And it feels good to win it finally because one of our teammates died this year, named Caden Newsom.
Yeah, obviously a really special tribute for Caden. And finally, your defense really made some spectacular plays behind you. You had the double play in the earlier part of the game. I mean, how much confidence does that give you when your teammates are playing excellent defense?
That felt good because I knew I had someone to back me up throughout the whole game, even if I had a bad part. If I had a 4-ball walk, it just felt good to have somebody behind you.
Yeah, it was high drama there in the 5th inning, but Friend able to get it done 7-6. That's our Dream It, Do It player of the game, Jacob Weber. He goes the complete game and gets the victory with 6 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched. Jacob, congratulations. Go enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Coach Vossler and to Jacob Weber in our post-game interview on the post-game show on News Channel Nebraska. Lots of photos being taken. It's a party tonight here in Friend as they win the SFS American League title 7-6 over DeWitt. They top a field of 10 teams from Saline, Fillmore, and Jefferson County. It's a tradition that's been going on for over 60 years in southeast Nebraska, and Friend able to host the championship and win it. We'll be back to wrap it up on NCN.
Starting this fall, Southeast Community College is changing academic calendars from quarters to semesters. This transition allows students more time and flexibility. It also creates a smoother transfer of credits to a 4-year school. Also, SCC's tuition and fee rate is still one of the most affordable in Nebraska and less than half the cost of large 4-year schools in the state. For more about our quarter to semester conversion and how it will affect you, log on to our website. Registration starts April 8th. Fall semester begins August 26th.
Family. Somewhere you're always welcome. Honesty. Staying true to who you are. Integrity. Saying what you mean, doing what you say. Defining what's important. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Finding the winning combination in your field and with your animals starts with a call to Steve Finale or Brant Procale with Complete Ag in Dorchester. As your local channel seedsman, you'll get the advantage of a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your field. And as your local dealer with essential feeds, you'll get maximum genetic potential out of your animals with sound nutrition, customized service, expert advice, elite products. That's Complete Ag in Dorchester.
Celebration continues as the sun goes down as the 12 and under division here in this American League, they host the championship, the SFS title game, and they win it in dramatic fashion over Dewitt 7-6. It's now time for our top plays, brought to you by Valley Vet Fashion Direct in Marysville, Kansas, and anywhere with you at valleyvet.com. Friend and Dewitt getting together here in the American League title SFS title game. 15-0 Dewitt and 14-1 Friend. We picked things up in the first inning. Mason Vossler with the double to lead off, and then Jordan Laver brought him home with the RBI double. 1-0 Friend after the top half of the first, and we move on. This is Tyrell Fennell, who scored on an error. That was an E4. Fennell reached first on the error. That scored Zach Spahn, and there's a wild pitch. The wild pitch actually brought Tyrell Fennell around to score in that game, and Friend took the 3-1 lead after the second inning, but it was DeWitt's turn later on in the game. There was another wild pitch. That would score Drew Sims and Cooper Stokebrand in the fourth inning. That would tie the game, and then check out that throw over to Tyrell Fennell, I beg your pardon. Fennell got a single in the fifth inning, came around to score. The fifth inning was big for Friend. They scored 4 runs on 5 hits. There you see a single to center field by Mason Vossler. The Friend fans and dugout down the first base side cheering him on. But in the bottom of the fifth, DeWitt certainly gave it a good go as they scored 3 runs. Cole Spar, Caden Bales, and Taden Gronemeyer all scored runs. There you see a hit by Stokebrand. A singled over to first base, but then the final out was a fly out by Drew Sims and a spectacular catch at third base by Jake Leaf. Kind of a behind-the-shoulder catch as he's running. Not an easy play, and Friend hoists the hardware here on their home field here at Friend Ball Field at Burley Park. 7-6 was your final. Kind of a low-scoring affair early, but both teams score a lot of runs late. Friend scored 4 runs in the top of the fifth, and DeWitt scored 3 runs in the bottom of the fifth inning. They had the tying run at first, did DeWitt. They gave it a great run, being down 7-3 down to their last 3 outs, and DeWitt came up just short, and that is their lone loss of the season. They ended at 15-1. Friend, they end the season with the same record at 15-1. Friend, as you heard in that post-game interview, lost to DeWitt in the regular season 3-2. Friend was down 3-0. They scored 2 runs in the final inning, fell just short. Very similar outcome here tonight. Friend, they had that 3-1 lead. DeWitt able to tie it. Friend went up 4-3, and then you go to the fifth inning, and both offenses kind of just went off, with Friend scoring 4 runs on 5 hits to take the 7-3 lead going into the bottom of the fifth, and that was just enough for Friend to win the SFS 12's American Tournament Championship. The American Division title game was a good one. We knew it would be a spectacular game with 2 very good teams matching up, and that's exactly what we got, and Friend will get to celebrate this one here in their hometown tonight and into the holiday weekend. So excellent game, excellent win for Friend, knocking off DeWitt 7-6. That's going to do it for our broadcast here on NCN. For more on our broadcast schedules and to see everything that we're up to for the latest scores, highlights, stories, everything else from across our viewing area, NCN Sports Now is the place to go. A big thanks to Director Tyler Bersofsky, and a big thanks to our viewers for tuning us in for Sunday Night Baseball on NCN. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did as Friend wins the SFS American League title 7-6. And be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the SFS National League title game. That's the 15 and under division, where Wilbur Claytonia White will take on Friend Red. So if there are any Friend fans out there, if you watch tonight, you're going to want to watch tomorrow night, as Brandon Axmet will be on the call for you tomorrow. Wilbur Claytonia and Friend Red in the 15 and under under division of the SFS title games. I'm Tommy Rezach signing off again. Friend beating DeWitt in the American League title tonight, 7-6. You've been watching a presentation of News Channel Nebraska Sports. Good night, everybody.